Welcome to my mathematics demo. This time I will talk you through various methods of multiplication. First, you will need to download the Excel document from the link below, displayed in the info section on YouTube. So let's take a look at multiplication.xls file. The file consists of 5 tabs at the bottom here. These are Demo tab, includes this demo here, Standard tab, a common approach to multiplying two numbers together, Chinese tab, method used in China to multiply two numbers together, Russian tab, method used in Russia to multiply two numbers together, Geometric tab, method used to multiply larger numbers. Let's start with the basics of the Demo tab. To play this demo here, just right click on the demo and click play. This will play the demo. To pause the demo at any stage, just right click again and click play. Let's move on to standard multiplication. Click on the Standard tab. This is the conventional method of multiplying two numbers together. This is an interactive workbook, and the only cells that are editable are marked with a red tag here, top right corner of the cell. If you hover over the cells, it will show a pop-up message displaying enter cardinal value here. Cardinal value means that the value is a whole number, positive whole number value. All other cells are locked. If you try to edit on any other cells, you will be shown a pop-up message that like this. Just click OK and place your cursor back onto the editable cell. So let's enter some values into the editable cells. If you enter an extremely large value, it will show up a pop-up dialog with an invalid numeric entry. Please input a cardinal value between 0 and 999,999. So just click retry to enter a value between the range specified. It's just the data validation check that's happened here, so it's restricting you to using specific type of numbers only. So let's retry the value again as 9,876. Tap to the next cell and type 600 multiplied by 635. The method is clearly shown below. The second value of 6,035 is translated into 5 units, 3 tens which is 30, 6 hundreds which is 600, and this is multiplied with the top value. The top value is multiplied by 5, giving 49,380 here. Then the top value is multiplied again with 3 tens which is 30, giving you a value of 296,280. Then the top value is multiplied again with 600s which is 600, giving you a value of 5,925,600. Add all these three lines together, giving you a grand total of 6,271,260. This value is also represented here. Chinese multiplication. Click the Chinese tab. Here we have Chinese multiplication. The Chinese method employs a grid layout. as shown here, where each square here, here and here is divided diagonally as indicated by a diagonal white band there. Let's multiply 95 by 87. What we have here on the left, far left vertically, we have 95 represented as 9 and 5, and on top of the grid we have horizontally 87 represented as 8 and 7. What we do is basically multiply 9 by 8, giving us 72, as shown here, 72. 9 by 7, 63, 6, 3. 5 by 8, 40, 4, 0. 5 by 7, 35, 3 and 5. Now just add these numbers diagonally as shown here with a colored band. So start with the bottom right corner, 5, then we have 3 plus 3 plus 0, which is 6, 6, moving towards the left, 6 plus 2 plus 4 is 12, 2, carry the 1 to this number here, 7, 7 plus 1 is 8. We have a value of 8,265. This method can be extended to multiply 3-digit or n-digit numbers. Just draw a larger grid to accommodate for the numbers. Divide the squares diagonally. This method is useful as you're dealing with smaller numbers. Let's move on to Russian multiplication. Click the Russian tab. Let me take you through a simple example. Just enter values here. 9 multiplied by 8. What we have here on the left hand side, we have 9 as our first start off point value, which is your left value there. The values on the left hand side halve until 1 is reached. So 9 is half and you get 4.5. 4.5, you take the whole number part, which is 4, and ignore 0.5. Half the value 4 again, and we get a value of 2. Half it again, and we get a value of 1. And that's where we stop. We don't need to half it any further. On the right hand side, we have the right hand value, which is 8, as shown there. Bring that value here and double the right hand value until a corresponding value of 1 is reached on the left hand side. So we double 8 to 16, then we double 16 to 32, and double that, 32 to 64. And because we've reached 1 on the left hand side, we stop here at 64. What we now do is basically look at our left hand column and select all the odd numbered values as highlighted on your Excel sheet, and bring the values on the right hand side to the right, which is 8 in this case, and for this one it's 64 here. Add these values together, 8 and 64, and we get a value of 72. You ignore all even number values that are displayed on your left hand column, which are these here. Very easy, very straightforward, a good method even when dealing with large numbers, as you only need to know how to halve a value or double a value. Let's try a different example. So 145 multiplied by 225. Larger example. Yeah, we're only taking these odd number values, 145, 9 here and a 1 there. Bringing these values out, add these together, and we get a value of 32,625. Straightforward. You halve the left hand column, you double the right hand column each time. Let's move on to geometric multiplication. Click on the geometric tab. This is a geometric representation of an arithmetic value. Split the arithmetic values into units, tens and hundreds. Let's enter some values in. 245 multiplied by 456. What we have here is a grid format, and the first value 245 is represented on the left hand side of the grid vertically as 200, 40 and 5, and the second value 456 is represented at the top of the grid as 456. Each of these values are multiplied together, 200 by 400 giving us 80,000, 200 by 50 giving us 10,000, 200 by 6 giving us 1,200, 40 by 400 giving us 16,000, 40 by 50 2,000, 40 by 6 240, 5 by 400 2,000, 5 by 50 250, 5 by 6 30. Add all the values here in blue together, in coloured cells together, and we have a total of 111,720. This grid can be extended for larger numbers. This method is useful in algebra for multiplying out brackets as shown below here. What we have is x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 4. We're going to multiply out these brackets and simplify. When we put these x plus 5 and x minus 4 into this grid, we have to remember one thing, is to take the sign with the number or the alphabet that's associated with the sign and place them in the grid as well. So x plus 5 is x is positive. Here on the left hand vertically we have x, and plus 5 is positive again as 5. Then x minus 4 is represented at the top here, where x is positive we have x, and minus 4, the sign minus is associated with the number 4, therefore we take that sign with it and put it as a negative 4 here at the top. Now we do the same thing again, multiply x by x, we get x squared, x by negative 4, negative 4x, 5 by x, get 5x, 5 by negative 4, negative 20. We collect the like terms together, which are 5x and negative 4x, giving us a positive x. 5x minus 4x equals x. So we have a then we put all this together, and we get x squared plus x minus 20. Very simple. Hope you enjoyed the demo. Don't forget to click on the link in the info section for your very own copy of multiplication.xls.